theTokyoBill weekly update, an end-of-week news brief on what's been going on in and around Japan. Today is August 2nd, 2025. Firstly, a couple of beer events this week I'm interested in. The Oedo Beer Festival runs from Wednesday through to Sunday, this time in Machida on the Odakyu-Odawara and JR Yokohama lines. 31 vendors are situated around a few tented seating areas where you can enjoy your purchases, which can be done at each stall. And this week marks the 6th anniversary of one of my favorite craft beer bars in Tokyo, Antenbi Ryudocho, which is their second location in the Roppongi area. They'll be celebrating from Thursday to Saturday this week. And on to the news. Japanese police arrested a 48-year-old man, Hirokazu Shiobara, on suspicion of attempted murder after 6 passers-by were injured in a stabbing and beating spree in Mito, Ibaraki Prefecture. The 6 victims, aged between 27 and 75, are all conscious and their injuries are not life-threatening. Witnesses reported a man walking around with a knife-like object to police prior to the attacks. Shiobara was suspected of indiscriminately attacking the victims, as he appears to have had no acquaintance with them. 4 knives were seized, some stained with blood, and Shiobara admitted to the allegations, saying he'd slashed a person with a knife on a road near his house. The town of Fukusaki in western Japan is launching a crowdfunding campaign to replace their statue of a kappa, a folkloric Japanese river monster. The animated statue has become tarnished and worn out from years of work. The statue, named Gajiro, was placed in the pond in 2014 and, like Old Faithful, emerges above the pond every 15 minutes. This has become a popular attraction in Fukusaki, though known to scare little children at times. The Fukusaki municipal government has set a fundraising goal of 1.7 million yen, over $11,000, and aims to have the new statue ready by the end of the year. Those who donate 2,000 yen will receive a local gift item and a postcard handwritten by Gajiro. Women often wait in long lines for restrooms at train stations, unlike men who rarely need to queue. A survey by Manami Momose, an administrative scrivener in Tokyo, revealed that men have nearly twice as many outlets available due to the option of urinals in men's restrooms. Momose began her investigation after experiencing long waits at JR Kuroshiki Station in 2022, finding 7 men's toilets and only 4 women's. After surveying 907 locations, she found that men had on average 1.73 times more toilets. She argues that this restroom disparity is a human rights issue and ought to be addressed. Transport operators pointed out that designs are based on space considerations, which does happen to favor men. The president of Japan Toilet Labo, a restrooms issue nonprofit, praised Momose for bringing greater awareness to the diverse needs of modern society. A joint study on heat stroke incidents by the University of Tokyo Graduate School of Medicine and the Tokyo Metropolitan Medical Examiner's Office has found 213 deaths in the Japanese capital's 23 wards due to improper use of air conditioners. Around 80% of these deaths involve people living alone or elderly households. Some deaths were caused by the air conditioner being set to heating instead of cooling, or the remote control batteries having run out. The study examined 1,447 cases between 2013 and 2023, the number of deaths concentrated in the summer months. The report recommends preventive measures such as replacing remote control batteries and cleaning air conditioner filters to ensure airflow. Sushi chef Shizuko Kimura has become the first woman sushi chef to receive a Michelin star. She learned the craft from her husband, who himself had won a Michelin star for his sushi restaurant, Sushi Shune, in 2022, just 3 months before succumbing to liver cancer. Kimura, who had been working as a tour guide until the pandemic, helped her husband open his Paris restaurant in 2021 and began to develop skills that normally take decades, even apprenticing at Michelin-starred restaurants in Japan. Kimura believes that work and courage, not gender, are the important factors in achieving one's goals. Ukrainian sumo wrestler Aonishiki, who came to Japan at 18, has narrowly missed out on his first top division championship in Japan's Grand Sumo tournament. He lost a crucial match to Koto Shoho on the final day of the Nagoya tournament, which would have secured his place in a championship playoff. His former coach in Venezia, Vaja Dayauri, has supported Aonishiki since he took up judo at age 6, urging him to move on to sumo. Dayauri expressed confidence that Aonishiki will become a grand champion one day, and hopes that his efforts will inspire the people of Ukraine, who still struggle against the Russian invasion. Research from Japan's University of Tokyo indicates that a woman's body odor changes throughout her menstrual cycle, especially during ovulation, which can influence men's behavior. The researchers discovered that certain scent compounds in female body odor increased around ovulation, leading men to find those scents more pleasant, and rated faces as more attractive. The study also suggested these odors could lower stress levels in men. While the findings hint at a potential pheromone-like effect, the researchers emphasized that they cannot confirm the presence of human pheromones. Further research will examine how these compounds affect brain areas related to emotions. The findings can be read at the journal iScience.
Japan's Yamagata University has discovered 248 new Nazca Line geoglyphs at the World Heritage Site in Peru. The discoveries were made during field surveys using artificial intelligence from 2023 to 2024. The geoglyphs include depictions of corn, a fox, and an image of a priest holding a decapitated human head. The team confirmed several locations where identical themes were concentrated. Masato Sakai, deputy head of the university's Nazca Institute, believes the set of drawings may have conveyed beliefs and memories of people during that time. The newly discovered geoglyphs will be on display at the Peru Pavilion at the Osaka Expo until October. A send-off ceremony was held in India for 14 young people heading to Japan to work as assistant English language teachers and exchange coordinators at schools and local governments across Japan. The event took place at the Japanese Embassy in New Delhi. While the government-sponsored initiative, which began in 1987, is not named in the NHK report, it is clearly the JET program, which aims to promote foreign language education and international exchange. JET is a common means for aspiring English teachers from several countries to gain work experience in Japan. Japan has apparently accepted young Indians as ties between the two countries are getting closer. Foreign investors have been buying Japanese stocks for 16 consecutive weeks, marking their longest net buying streak in the past 12 years. The trend began in late March and continued even after a drop in Tokyo's benchmark Nikkei 225 index due to U.S. President Donald Trump's announcement of reciprocal tariffs. From July 14th to 18th, overseas investors were net buyers on Tokyo and Nagoya exchanges, buying about 187 billion yen, or nearly $1.3 billion more, in shares than they sold. Tokyo markets continued their rally following Japan's tariff deal with the United States, with the Nikkei index briefly breaking the 42,000 mark for the first time since last July. Japan hosts, paid-for drinking companions at private host club bars, are ending the practice of manipulating women customers into ordering overpriced drinks and similar high-pressure sales tactics that have led to a crackdown on the industry. The new law, which came into effect in June, has been deemed necessary due to hosts allegedly leading women into debt and even into sex work to pay off those debts. Many women are attracted to host clubs for the escapism and excitement of spending time with a handsome quasi-boyfriend. Popular hosts can become highly in demand and gain cult-like celebrity status, but the new law is also putting restrictions on billboard-style advertising of host clubs' male stars. A Japanese government survey revealed a record high in childcare leave for male corporate workers in fiscal 2024, just over 40% of them taking paternity leave. The Labor and Welfare Ministry surveyed 6,300 businesses, with 3,300 responding. The proportion of women taking childcare leave was 86.6%, up 2.5 points. The revised law on childcare and family care leave requires businesses to confirm employees' wishes to take leave. A system allowing paternity leave of up to 4 weeks within 8 weeks of childbirth has also been introduced. The government plans to increase the take-up rate to 50% by the end of this year and 85% by 2030. International Workplace Group, IWG, has named Tokyo as the world's leading workcation city for 2025, surpassing competitors like Rio de Janeiro and last year's winner, Budapest. Workcations, where hybrid working models combine work and leisure, have gained popularity due to technological advancements and the proliferation of flexible workspaces. According to the IWG Hybrid Working Productivity Report, adopting flexible workspaces could boost productivity by up to 11% over the next 5 years and can reduce voluntary turnover rates by up to 20%. Tokyo scored highly for its high broadband speeds, transport infrastructure, safety, culture, and new digital nomad visa launched in April 2024. The Tomari nuclear power plant on the northern island of Hokkaido has passed regulatory screening for its reactor number 3, a prerequisite for its restart. The plant, operated by Hokkaido Electric Power Company, has received 143 public opinions on the reactor's safety measures. The Nuclear Regulation Authority, NRA, approved the screening report, stating that Hokkaido Electric's safety measures are satisfactory. The reactor, situated over active fault lines, is the 18th to pass screening, taking a record 12 years to clear the review since the utility applied for it. The NRA will proceed with safety measures including seawall construction and aims to restart the reactor as early as possible in 2027. Momaka Tojo, a former member of the female idol group Katakoto Bank, ended her 1-year punishment of posting a goodnight message to her fans on X this week. She was forced to post an oyasumi selfie every evening to fans as a way of apologizing for a picture she uploaded of her with her boyfriend. Tojo was given a severe warning by her management and told to keep a distance from her boyfriend, as celebrity idols in Japan are publicly presented as single to their fans, apparently who hold childish fantasies towards their celebrity crush. Tojo had apologized for the so-called inconvenience caused and promised to be more mindful of her words and actions, but was still required to complete a year of purification posts. That brings us to the end of news items for the week ending August 2nd. You can support my work by visiting my website, theTokyoBill.com. I've been, and remain, Tokyo Bill. Thank you for listening, and take care.